Previously on DRAUMR. While Moony was off being a sweaty, fucking disgusting drunk slob, Trogg, the kid, and I decided to visit the Green Flagon, an alchemy shop in the city of Ascapus. I, being the master of all things sneaky, was able to get the crew in through a previously locked first floor window. Trogg took up the lookout position, while I tore apart the shop, as we previously agreed on. The kid, however, decided to have a brilliant fucking plan and take it upon himself to seek out the owner. Upon discovering the owner, the kid used that big fucking brain of his and woke the fucking guy up. After threatening the elf and tying him to a chair, the kid discovered a few things. Number one, the owner is a pretentious fucking twat. Number two, we need some fancy fucking flower that only blooms under certain moons. And three, we've wasted our fucking time. Trogg, however, held up his end of the bargain and was an excellent lookout. He used his magic mumbo-jumbo and had a little invisible man running messages. Scared the fuck out of me. After determining that mission was a bust, we paid for the damage and returned the shit we stole. Still kinda sore about that. Meanwhile, that sweaty fuck Moony woke up and started looking for us. However, getting info out of that guy is like getting blood from a stone. But he said something about being a bat and then a pigeon and a big old fuck off tree. I don't fucking know. That guy needs to get it together. Alright, well, the next day Samuel sent for us. We head down to Qusa to track down some fat noble boy who helped rob him. He asked us nicely not to kill anyone. There's a fat chance of that. And more importantly, get his shit back. After 2 days on horseback, we finally made it to the city. Well, I guess you could call it a city. It's a wide spot on the fucking road if you ask me. We made our way to the nicest shithole in town, and unbeknownst to us, our quarry slipped right past. However, we now go to our band of heroes as we stand outside the door about to enter. We're gonna search the room and see what we can find. Hopefully, we can get this shit over with.
All right. We're now standing in front of an open door. Well, an unlocked.
Is it open? No, it's unlocked.
All right,
so it's open.
Didn't you pick it at the
No.
Oh, okay, it's locked.
I don't think I picked it. All right. I would like to pick the lock.
All right.
And as he's doing that as well, I am standing kind of near where the top of the stairs are, just keeping a lookout in case anyone starts coming up the stairs or if it sounds like someone's going to leave one of the other.
That's a 17 plus 2. So
yep.
That's a 19. All right, so
it'll round a bit. Open. You hear the lock click open. Yep.
I'd like to slowly push it open. However, I'm checking for traps, like a tripwire or anything like that. As I push the door open.
Make me an investigation for checking for
investigation.
Traps.
That will be a 4.
As far as you can tell, there's no traps.
All right. I'm gonna cautiously. Is it dark inside the room, or what's going on there?
I mean, it's not like pitch dark. It's not. It was what, like about midday when you guys got there yesterday?
Oh, that's right.
Or in the morning, so it's not nighttime. So it's not like pitch dark. There's no lights on or anything.
All right. Well, I'll like to slowly enter the room and kind of look about and see if I can see what am I looking at.
You're looking at a room that is remarkably simple. Very shitty. Pretty dirty. Looks like it hasn't been cleaned in 10 years or so. Sort of threadbare bed. There's a very nice looking trunk at the foot of the bed.
Is there a closet in the room or anywhere else that someone could hide?
No, there's not.
I'd like to check under the bed.
All right. Nothing under the bed. Very dusty.
Nothing under the bed. Very dusty. All right. I'm going to try to open the chest.
Chest is also locked.
Chest is locked. I'd like to pick the lock.
Go for it.
That would be a 21.
Yep. It's open.
I'd like to open the chest.
It explodes.
Oh, fuck.
The one time you don't check for traps.
Right.
Start a new campaign.
Yep. As far as you can tell, it's just mostly clothes, some sort of like, traveling gear. The clothes do all look very nice, very high quality. Things that there's not much that like sticks out to you as being out of place.
Can I hear anything like anyone coming up the stairs or anything like that? Approaching the room? Or did we post the lookout?
Yeah, kid is up top of the
okay.
top of the stairs.
Okay, all right. Well then, can I search through the trunk without like ruffling it up too bad? But I want to give it a good search. Or is that what I
Roll me
was told
an investigation.
All right, 5.
I'll say since you have lots of time.
Right.
There's no one really coming up the stairs. You can search through it without making too much of a mess. Without things won't be that out of place.
Right.
Like I said before, you don't really find anything that particularly sticks out to you.
All right.
Just some very fine clothes, there's some jewelry.
No, I'm taking the jewelry.
All right. I'll say you find just a gold ring.
A gold ring.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the chances of this fuckhead coming back? I guess for right now, I'm going to exit the room, but I'm going to leave the door open for right now. I'm going to walk up to the kid. Hey,
Anything worth seeing?
Not really. I did get a fancy ring because fuck it. If we're going to do this, I'm going to profit from it. But
do we want to have this conversation right here in the hallway? Do you want to go back in our room?
No, let's stand here because I got to clear something up real quick. What do you think the chances of him coming back?
Well, he didn't seem very happy with the place, but does he have a lot in his room?
Mostly just a trunk of nice clothes, but if he's as rich as he seems he is, he can buy some more. So I don't know. But what I'm thinking is, we're already in the fucking room. Do I just hide in there, or do we stake it out and see if he comes out?
Well, my thought was at least one of us could hang out in the room, and one of us or two of us could be outside. As soon as he opens the door, we can push him in or make sure he gets in the room. If he opens the door and sees us, then he can just take off.
I was thinking, you've got that fucking lamp you go in. Why don't you go in the lamp? We'll fucking put you on a table. He'll walk in. If he comes back,
I would just say put me under the bed or something. We don't want him to spot anything out of the ordinary when he gets into the room. But otherwise, I think that's a good idea.
All right. Well, that's what we'll do.
Well, hey, my guys. Just one thing that I was thinking about here. You know my little super secret guy that I got? We could always just have him hang out in the room, What do you got to do? I was just walking around, playing my music and,
How long does that little, whatever it was, how long does that stay around? If it has to be a couple hours or...
let me talk with my guy here. Give me 1 second.
All right. Well, we can always leave a couple of us just in case.
If needed, I could also be a rat.
Oh, Moony, you're out here too. All right.
I follow the music.
The gang's all here. All right. Also, do we want to sit around on our laurels, or do we want to go hunt this fucker down? So that's another question.
I don't know how I feel about us splitting up, but it might not be a bad idea. There's only one of him after all. Maybe a couple of us can stay back, and a couple others can try to track him down. If he doesn't come back, get a lead at least.
I got word from my guy, and he's got a bedtime of at least an hour. So,
all right. Well, he can stay in with me. I'll hang out. I'll be in the lamp. Now, Arch, if he does come back, how would you want that to be handled? Can we go back to the room?
Yeah, let's go back to the room. I'm gonna close the door to his room, and I think we should still have like somebody looking down the hallway so he doesn't come back. like
agree.
while we're discussing the plan. Right. Well, here's the plan. Mainly, if he ends up staying here, because from the sounds of it, there's not a nicer tavern in the place. So he's going to look around and decide, fuck it, I might as well stay here. So if he stays here, you just fucking hang out until we get back. I don't know how we're going to get word to each other. Can you communicate in any way once you're in the vessel?
I mean, I can communicate like we're doing right now, but outside of that, and that thing that Trogg's little invisible fella did, that would be helpful. But if the door's closed, he can't get from point A to point B without opening that door. So besides that, I mean,
Fuck.
maybe there's a window or something. I can do a sign through the window, but he's gonna know that I'm there if that's the case. So
Right, because we're trying to, well, more so, I don't know if we have any kind of way to communicate over a distance. Because if I'm out looking for him and he comes back, how are we going to fucking talk to each other?
if there's a way, if he goes to sleep or something, I can do some of that thieves can't. Maybe write it in condensation or something on the window. Maybe you can spot it from outside. I don't know. Outside of that, I don't have any ideas.
Big guy, I got a question for you.
Yes.
How long can you turn into those animal things?
1 hour.
Just an hour you can be. Because I was gonna say, I mean, you could. What are those things called? They're like sky rats or whatever. I think they're like, and they're all multicolored. I think they're like. They always talk like Polly want a cracker or some shit. I mean, you could turn into like one of those fucking things, and you could just be like, say something.
Of all the fucking birds, why would you pick a goddamn parrot?
They can
Oh, that's
talk.
fucking cool. Well, see, yeah, the fucking sky rat thing can talk.
Oh, well, you're not wrong there, but they're not very conspicuous, are they?
Another
We can
idea.
paint it.
Please don't paint. I could also summon an animal messenger. Whenever somebody shows up, I send out one of my own pigeons to tell you when he has arrived.
Now that sounds like a pretty good idea. We leave the kid in the vessel under the bed. We leave Moony in the room sitting here watching the door. Me and Trogg go on the hunt, see if we can't wrestle us up a fat noble boy. I love it when a plan comes together, boys.
All right. And if you do catch him out there, are you bringing him back here? Is that the plan, or?
I'm gonna follow him and see what I can learn. Hopefully find where he's staying if he decides to not stay here. And then we can regroup and I'll leave somebody on him. More than likely I'll stay on him. I'll send Trogg back here, regroup. We'll fucking do what we need to do. Bob's your uncle. And we're on our way back to Applicus.
All right. And if he does come and it seems like he's going to just get his shit and leave, Moony and I will keep him here until you guys get back, and we'll send out the pigeon to let you know that. So I think either way, we're in pretty good shape, I hope.
As long as somebody doesn't deviate from the fucking plan. No big ideas, kid. No, I'm serious.
All right.
Do what you need to do to capture him, but don't hurt him. All right, Trogg, you're with me, buddy.
Sounds good, my guy.
All right. When I go back inside, I'm going to relock the door.
Right. Also, I forgot to relock his trunk, so if you could do that while you're in there.
Yeah, sure thing. So I'll relock the door, relock the trunk, pull the vessel out, put it underneath the bed, and I'm gonna go into my vessel.
I like to imagine it makes a very wet sound when you come in and out.
Why couldn't it have been no noise? Why did it have to be a sound? And wet at that?
All right, well,
like the sound of falling into an open sewer.
No one sees this happen. I lock I go into the lamp in the other room by myself.
Right.
Actually, did you wait for Moony to go in before you relocked it?
No,
no.
Not.
Moony's gonna be in their room.
Yeah.
In our
our
room.
room.
Oh, I see. I thought he was going in as well.
No, I'm just gonna stay in our room. door slightly open, and I'm just sitting on the ground somewhere.
Okay.
Sweaty.
Mooney's on the ground. Kids in the lamp. Archie and Trogg. You guys are in the hallway.
All right. Well, you ready to rock and roll there, Trog?
I was fucking born ready, man.
All right, let's boogie. And I'll head outside, and I'm gonna ask the bartender as we leave. Hey, I'm gonna try to track down that fella you were arguing with. See if I can't find out what his plans are. Do you know anywhere else that you could stay in this town?
I guess there's a few sort of guest houses there that are in the area. Sort of like, shared room kind of accommodations. Mostly for travelers who can't afford to stay at a fine establishment like this.
All right, so they're even shittier than this place. It's a lead, I suppose. I'm gonna walk outside, and what do I see in the bustling city of Guam? Qusa.
Guam.
It's sort of midday, so there's not a ton. Like, you see a lot of sort of day laborers going about. Traders. Qusa is mostly sort of just like a stopover from people coming from the desert. Bringing trade goods as they move on to bigger cities. So it's there's lots of carts of goods going down. Sort of lots of day laborers just going about their daily jobs.
Right.
It does seem busier than you would expect for a small city, but that's just with the amount of goods moving in and out.
Can I see anything that like a caravan that looks a little bit nicer than the average car or anything like that would point in the direction of being a wealthy, noble person?
There's quite a few. I mean, there are a good
Okay.
amount of luxury goods that come out of Sitsorma.
I'd like to try to see if I can stop somebody on the street and ask them, "Pardon me, fine sir. I'm looking for better accommodations than this place here. Do you have anywhere you suggest?"
There's not much. I guess you could try one of the guest houses.
Right. Where would I go to find the guest houses?
You're standing on one of sort of the more main roads. It sort of just points down the road. Go that way, hang it first left, and keep going straight. You'll see it eventually.
All right. Well, thank you very much, you fine sir. You have a wonderful day. What is the road made out of?
The road you're on now is sort of cobblestone. You're sort of on the main drag, Qusa.
It's not dirt. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the side streets are dirt, but you're on sort of the kind of one main road that goes through the city.
Trog, do you have any ideas there, bud?
I think if we follow that guy's instructions here, we'll go straight here, then we'll hang a Louis, we'll go down that way, and we could just ask a couple people here if they've seen someone that's a little bit taller than us, not too tall, because we're like the perfect height. One that's a little bit rounder, got one of those butter faces. We could just ask around. We got plenty of people here to talk about. We could even get one of my guys. And he's only got an hour before he has to get home, but we can get one of him. He can go around and kind of look out for us then too.
Well, fuck. If your little magic friend can do that, why don't we send him out looking? Fucking nothing better than an invisible man running around looking for your friend. And then I guess we can canvass the town. Or just, it always makes me nervous asking about people. You never know what's going to get back to him.
What clothes are you wearing?
Me? I'm in all black. It's like a turtleneck, but I pull it up as a ninja mask sometimes. I have a cloak with a hood. Basically think of like a shitty Assassin's Creed.
Got it.
With a turtleneck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach over your turtleneck, and I'm just gonna pull like a little string off your turtleneck. Be like, need a little bit of this right here, and then take the string, and I'm gonna ask my unseen servant. Yeah, my guy, he kind of he likes to play with strings, so I need a little something to get him here. So I appreciate that.
All right.
He had a little string. I think I was just trying to help, you know.
All right. Well, I suppose we're on the hunt. We'll start down the main street, kind of keeping an eye out. Can I see? You said there's a pretty good hustle and bustle in the city. I'm looking for somebody that looks like a merchant, somebody that's actively selling something on the street that would have tried to interact with somebody rich if they would have seen him.
Oh, sure. I mean, there's several people selling various
Several
wares, various goods. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna walk
Food
up
vendors.
to. I'm gonna walk up to a food vendor, somebody that's selling something like that smells good. I'm gonna say, hey, buddy, I'm looking for a friend of mine. Lost him in the hustle and bustle of the city here. He's a pretty well-to-do guy. He's actually me employer. Um, he's he's taller than I am, about roughly 5'8", maybe 5'9". It's a little bit on the more rotund side. Definitely can tell he has money. Kind of like a blonde hair, not dissimilar to my own. Can you help me out at all?
Mate, you've just described every rich person in Qusa.
Wonderful. That's exactly what I like to hear. This particular individual was kind of a dick.
Mate, you've just described every rich person in Qusa.
Wonderful. Even better. Well, I appreciate you for your time, and I'll take one of whatever you're selling there.
He's selling meat on a stick.
I would like to buy some meat on a stick, please.
5 silver. And you get, like, 3 skewers.
All right. Well, I will take the meat on a stick. I'm going to turn to Trogg. Would you like a piece there, friend?
What kind of meat is it?
As far as you can tell, it's just pork. Doesn't seem like
Yeah.
sketchy mystery meat or anything.
Yeah, I'll take a little bit here.
I'm going to hand him a skewer. I'll bite off a piece of my own. How is it?
It's pretty good. Well
Oh, I
seasoned,
love me some-
well cooked, not raw.
That's a plus. Love me some good street meat. All right. Street meat in hand. I'd like to continue walking, kind of looking around. Have I found the guest houses yet at this point?
If that's the direction you guys are going to head to, then I'll say you guys walk for maybe like a good 20 minutes. Keeping an eye out. You haven't noticed the person you had seen in the previous tavern? Let's say after about 25 minutes or so, you're in the general guest house area.
Looking around, can I kind of see one that looks to be in the best shape?
Yeah, they're all in sort of various states of, like, disrepair.
Right.
But, yeah, there's one or two that seems like they're not falling apart, at least.
All right. I'd like to enter the nicest one. Is there someone, I imagine, some kind of like maitre d' waiting for me when I enter the establishment?
So you go in, there is sort of like a sort of common area, right? Almost like, I mean, you've been to hostels, sort of like the common area of the hostel. And, back behind the common area, there's a bit of sort of like a front desk, and there's a woman behind the front desk.
I'd like to approach her. Excuse me, ma'am.
You looking for a room?
Well, I might be. I'm also looking for a friend. In case he already booked a room for me. He's a kind of average height, chubby fella. He's got sandy hair. However, he looks like he's got quite a bit of money. Dressed pretty well. Might have used the name Frederick when he checked in.
No, sir. Ain't nobody with money staying here.
That's unfortunate. It looks like a nice place.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I'll look around. Is there anyone else sitting in the lobby?
There's some people in there just like having lunch. It seems to
Okay.
be mostly like laborers.
All right. Well, I'm suppose looking around, I don't notice Frederick at all in there, do I?
No, you don't see anyone. He looks like the person you'd seen.
All right. Well, I suppose I'm gonna leave the guest house, and I'll. You said there was another one that was kind of nice. I'll enter that one.
Go in. Sort of the same setup. I mean, it doesn't look exactly the same, but there's a common area.
Right.
Person behind a desk. Appears to be
I will.
this time it's a gnome.
A gnome. Oh,
Yeah.
a brother of the short. I don't know why I said that.
That's your intro to him.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Don't call me that.
Hello, my friend. Got a question for you. Looking for a friend of mine. He's kind of a. Can I just not describe him again? Like,
Yeah, we can cut to the chase.
I'm kind of fucking. Yeah. Is he fucking there or not?
Nope. In character, nothing.
All right. Well, he's a 5'8" chubby buck. He's got sandy hair. Looks like he comes from money. Is he staying here now?
No.
All right. Well, thank you.
Can I do an insight check on this guy?
Fuck, I did just take that girl for, like, on her word. She could be lying.
I was
to
just
me.
about to say that. I was like, you guys didn't to see if he was bullshitting. No. Okay. Have a nice day.
I got a 19.
Oh, he lying.
Hey, my guy, are you sure that this guy's not here? What if my friend here pull out a gold piece, spat it on the table? What if my friend here changes your mind at all?
Sarah gives you a side eye a bit, grabs the coin, slides it off, examines it, sticks it in his back pocket. All right, I did see the guy you're talking about. It's not staying here, but he came in about an hour ago looking for a room, decided not to stay.
Did he happen to say where he was headed?
Not specifically. He mentioned something about going to get his stuff.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. You said he was here about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Fuck me. He's gonna be mighty pissed when we finally find him, running all over town. He's a friend of mine, by the way. Just an employer. Well, you have a nice day there, friend. I'm gonna go to shake his hand.
He shakes it.
All right. I'm gonna leave now.
It's a pleasure doing business
I
with you there.
I
Sorry,
did not think you were going
tips
to
his hat.
actually shake his hand. I thought something was happening.
Thinking
I
about
got a
pickpocketing
handoff.
him. I thought about like gonna pickpocket him, and I decided I'll be nice. He gave us the information we needed.
He's a brother. A brother of the
He's a
short.
brother of the short. Trogg, did you hear that? He said he was heading back to get his stuff.
Yeah, I can't believe that we didn't, pass him on the street. Well, my
Right, this is the main drag. You'd think you would have
Yeah.
fucking walked right into him.
my super secret guy, that's on the little spy mission. Now he didn't see nothing.
Is there any kind of rich district or wealthy district in Qusa, or no?
I mean, there is a district with like quite a big market. You'd imagine most of the rich people probably go there, looking to buy or sell.
So rich people don't live in this city.
For the most part, no. It's mostly just a stopover city for them going to better places.
There's not one mansion like a lord of the city that you can tell or no that we would know of.
I mean, for the most part, no.
Okay.
I mean, Qusa, you can imagine Qusa's almost like a frontier town. It's the
Okay.
farthest. It's the farthest easternmost point, basically, of the empire.
But there's no like empire representative that heads the town, or it's more just a trading post.
It's almost just like a trading post. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I was trying to think.
There's probably some sort of government official that's in charge of the town,
But it's not like he
they're-
has a big flashy house or anything like that.
right, yeah. You can
Okay,
imagine
all
they're
right.
probably not particularly high ranking to merit
Okay.
like a huge.
Because they're here.
Pretty much, yeah.
What do you say we check out the market, walk around there? I would think if he showed up at the fucking place, Moony would have sent us a pigeon.
Yeah, you'd think. But yeah, let's check out the market. Who knows? Maybe I can play a little jig while I'm there. Earn us a little bit of coin.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, considering we keep giving people fucking bribes.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. You gotta spend money to get information and get all the stuff. So let's do it.
All right.
All right. Well, while you guys head back to the market, to the market, not back to the market. Let's cut back to tavern real quick. Let me check your guys' perception. I have it written down. 13, right?
Yes. Yep. 13.
Okay, 9. Jesus, your perception is terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad. But like,
You are
figure
like a garbage setup for a thief.
Well, I'm less a thief. I'm more. I'm a fighter. Like I brawl with people. My brother was
like
more.
like an enforcer,
Yeah, but I figured if I'm the only other person in this room, like if I don't have to have a very high perception if I know that there's someone else like in this tiny 1-bedroom like sleeping unit. Like
you see and hear nothing.
Like I don't hear the
you,
door.
You don't hear anything, but Trogg, you do hear the sound of someone walking up the stairs. Or not Trogg, sorry, Moony.
Yeah. So I'll say this entire time, I've just been looking around for any kind of food scrap.
Lots of mothballs.
Yeah.
Nothing you can identify as food.
No, yeah, and I was doing this to look for if I need the animal messenger, but as soon as I hear someone coming up, I'm going to wait.
They come up the stairs, and now that they're sort of up the stairs, kid, you can also hear sort of, not like a low conversation, but it's hard for you to hear through the door. It just sounds like two people sort of talking as they're coming up the stairs.
I can't make any of it out. You said
you can't make any of it out. You can kind of tell that one is the tavern keeper, but you can't really make out what anyone's saying.
Okay.
And they walk down the hall. They go to our friend's room. And they enter. Unlock the door, and they go inside.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can I see at this point?
Yeah, so try out of the crack of the door, you can see that it is, in fact,
Moony.
The man. Sorry, I don't know why I keep calling you Trogg. Moony, you can in fact see that it is the guy from Undine.
I will, if I can't find food, I'm going to immediately cast Goodberry once again in my hand. And then I'll ask you, is there any animals I can see anywhere nearby? Even just outside of a window, if I can see like a bird flying.
Yeah, there's birds outside.
So immediately I'm going to cast Animal Messenger on any flying bird I can see and say, fat boy has arrived. And I'm going to tell the animal to search for a small man, completely in black, a black turtleneck, looks like a ninja mask, as well as a frog teamed up with him.
Okay, yeah, so a bird swoops down, looks to be like a raven.
Mm-hmm.
Animal messenger, you tell the thing, and it flies off in search of Archie and Trogg.
And can I hear their conversation now that they are in the room?
Well, they're not talking anymore, so basically the tavern keeper let him back into the room and went back downstairs. So now inside the room is just can you see outside the lamp?
No, I can hear things. As if I'm in the room. It's as if I'm in the room with him, but I can't see. I can only hear.
Okay. So yeah, you can't see anything, but you can just hear the sound of him walking around, sort of like muttering under his breath. Nothing really like descriptive, but he sounds like he's mostly complaining.
Does it seem like he is gathering his stuff, or is he settling in?
Roll me a perception.
Natural one.
You have no idea.
I'm just gonna wait. If there's anything that he is whispering, like complaining out loud, if I can pick up on. But besides that, I'm sitting there and I'm preparing to jump out if I need to, but I'm going to wait.
Okay.
So it seems like he's definitely leaving.
Yeah, most of his like mutterings are just this shitty bed and this shitty food and this shitty town, etc., etc., etc.
I'm going to lean back on one of my plush cushions just a little bit. It sounds like he's going to be in for the long haul, so I'm enjoying that where I am staying is less shitty than where he is staying.
This whole time while he's inside the room, I want to keep ears and eyes out. Is the door open, or did he close it again when he went inside?
He closed it. He closed the door.
Okay, this time I am just staring at the door, just waiting. And once if he happens to come outside, I have a spell ready before he steps out.
And while I am sitting inside this vessel, I'm just going to whisper to myself, "Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up."
Okay, well, let's cut back to Archie and Trogg. You guys have found the market. It's almost like a big bazaar.
Okay.
People hawking different wares and goods. You know, there's lots of
Talking
people.
different loogies.
Yeah, lots of shady people trying to get you to come to their tents.
My favorite kind of people.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that's selling anything like real nice, like jewelry or anything like that?
Yeah, there's several. They're all variously. When they see people walking by, I mean, you guys are clearly. You don't stand out as rich, but you're clearly not like destitute. So
Right.
there's people calling out like, "Oh, come, sir, look at my wares."
I want to look for somebody that's like right off the main path that has like some nice jewelry.
Okay. Yeah, you walk around. You do find a guy. It's a fairly tall, sort of dark-skinned man.
Hello there, my friend.
Oh,
Well, I was wondering. I'm looking for a good friend of mine. Well, he's more of an employer actually. He's well, shorter than you, taller than me, kind of a middle ground here. He's kind of chubby. Definitely looks like he has some money. Blonde-haired fella. Goes by the name of Frederick. I don't know if he would have used his name at all, but I was wondering if you've seen him.
That man named Frederick. No, I don't think I have.
While we've been having this conversation, is there like there's stuff like on a table, I'm assuming, in front of me?
Yeah, it's sort of like a stall, almost market stall.
I want to try
Is
to
it-
steal something like nice, like a nice necklace. Is there a nice necklace, like a thick gold rope necklace?
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly. It's not like. It's not like Mr. T style.
I'm looking for like
Can I pick up on his intentions?
Archie's
on
intentions.
mine.
Yeah.
I guess that would determine my sleight of hand roll.
Roll me an insight, I would say.
16.
From the tone of Archie's voice, you can gather that maybe he's thinking of doing something untoward, but you're not sure. You haven't known him very long, you can't really tell.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to break out, kind of still nearby him, break out into song and start forming a little thing, little song.
Right.
Little ditty.
Little ditty.
A little ditty about Jack and Diane.
That's what I was just thinking that.
Two American kids living in the heart. What a great song.
Sucking on them
Okay.
chili dogs outside the Tasty Freeze. Sorry, go ahead.
Whatever happened to
Now we
John
just like
Cougar
it.
Mellencamp.
Diane stood on Jackie's lap, got his hand between her knees.
Oh my god.
I want to make my performance like as big as possible, so I want to try and draw in as much attention.
All right. What instrument are you playing? Your harmonica.
See, I actually,
Guttural screams.
yeah, I have numerous instruments. I'm going to be playing the bagpipes in this particular instance.
Have you been carrying bagpipes this entire time?
They're little.
I have actually. It's just like a little bagpipe.
like
it's actually-
a clutch pipe.
Yeah, it's actually my main instrument. I've just been realizing my other instruments in the meantime.
That's fair.
I would shit if Ty pulled out a fucking set of
Like an
bagpipes.
actual set of bagpipes.
Like an actual set and started playing.
Well, you pull out these bagpipes and you start letting out a beautiful wail. You know, the nice,
You get a performance check?
dulcet, relaxing tones of the bagpipe.
The bagpipe.
Just go ahead and make me a performance check. See how much attention you can draw.
26.
26, man. Even people who are in the middle of their transactions, you know, vendors, buyers, they've all turned to look at, to listen and watch. Bagpipes, not very common in this part of the world. A lot of people have probably never seen this instrument before, so they're all quite curious. And then soon you do have almost a small crowd forming around you.
I mean, I know I'm feeling the music, I'm going at it, but as I'm looking around at the crowd, do I notice anyone in particular? Like, is Frederick anywhere in the crowd?
Roll me roll me a perception.
16 plus 4.
You do not see Frederick in the crowd.
Yeah. I'm just hammering those pipes.
You're hammering those pipes. Archie, you were going to make a sleight of hand.
Well, seeing him draw this crowd, I'm going for more than just a necklace. But yeah, I'm making a sleight of hand check.
And I'll give you advantage because the shopkeeper's also kind of watching Trogg.
That will be a 16.
Well, I'll tell you what's on the table first of all. Like I said, there's like several necklaces, some plain ones, some adorned with some jewels, some rings. So what are you specifically looking to swipe?
What all am I going to be allowed to take with that roll? Because I definitely want a nice, like a necklace. Maybe if you said there's one with jewels, I want the one with jewels.
See, at the 16, you're able to surreptitiously sort of, while the shopkeeper's distracted, sort of palm it and slip it into your pocket. You do get it's sort of a simple chain, but there are some gems on it.
Now that I've got that, while he's still kind of half distracted, I'm going to say, well, friend, I don't think you can help me. You said you didn't see him. Enjoy this beautiful music. I'm gonna take off, and I'm gonna kind of scurry away, kind of try to catch Trogg's eyes as I'm leaving, and give a little head twitch.
Yeah, Trogg, you see Archie give you a little twitch.
All right, I'm getting ready to do a big finale then. Then after the finale, I'm gonna put my hat out, if anyone throws in any coins.
Yeah, so you do your finale. There's quite a lot of applause and cheering, and hold your hat out, and there are some people throwing coins in. I'll say all said and done, you end up with about 10 gold from the crowd of onlookers.
Afterwards, I'm gonna kind of circle around to meet up with Archie. I don't want to go right to him.
And so as you meet up with Archie, there is a bird that flies down, lands sort of right in front of you. And
I reckon.
Fucking sky rat.
gives you a message in Moony's voice. Is that how that works? I don't actually know. Does it speak to them like telepathically?
When the messenger arrives, delivers your message to the creature you described, replicating the sound of your voice. I don't know how the raven does it, but yeah, it would say, Fat Boy has arrived.
Yeah, so the raven lands right in front of you and says that in Moony's voice.
Fuck me dead. Holy shit. I'm not getting used to this fucking magic bullshit.
Yeah, flies off.
All right, well, I guess that was perfect timing. You ready to blow this popsicle stand there, Mr. Trog? Trog the Frog.
Yeah, I'm ready. Got a little bit of coin from that, so I'd say it was a success.
Oh, I'll say it was a success. And I'd like to slyly kind of show him the necklace that I stole.
It's a nice looking thing you got there.
Oh, yes, sir, it is. I think maybe we should go in business together more often there, friend. And we're gonna make our way back to the fuck it is it just Blue? Is that the name of this place?
The blue
What?
moon.
The Blue
And
Moon.
Just the blue.
I was literally thinking that the whole time, and Andrew got jealous. I was like, "You two motherfuckers."
You've been replaced
Already.
Stop fucking up.
already. Yeah.
Speaking of which, the longer that I wait inside of my vessel, I start to develop like a little bit of a shake and a sweat. Like I'm just so antsy and excited. Like I want to leave. Like I hate just sitting around, but like with every ounce of me, I'm fighting the urge. Just knowing that he's there. Like
Yeah.
that's the person. Like I could do it. I could show Archie that I can do it right just myself, and it would make him so proud. But I'm fighting the urge, and I like to believe that when I'm inside of the vessel, I'm closest to my patron. I don't know if that's true or not, but I feel that way. Do I feel anything from him? Any kind of guidance or anything whatsoever from him?
Nothing.
And I'm just at this point, I have stood up and I'm just pacing around the inside of this thing, just like limbering up, getting all ready.
I would like both of you to
But
make
I
me
am
a perception check.
natural 20.
I got a 19 plus plus 1, so 20.
You both hear this, kid. You hear it much more clearly since you're in the same room. But Moony, you can also kind of hear it through the door. It does sound like he's dragging something across.
Dragging something toward the door, away from the door.
Towards the door. Yeah.
I'm going to wait until I hear the door open.
I'm going to do the same thing.
Or opens.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, leave my bottled respite, and I'm just going to charge his direction and see if I can grab him and pull him back into the room.
So you're under the bed.
Yeah, I would emerge in the closest unoccupied space.
Okay. So you don't just like stand up through the bed. That's kind of what I was imagining.
No, I was trying to set it
Like
so
glitches
that
and it's...
I would, like, I'd be next to the bed when I came out. Like there'd be like a wisp and then a wet sound,
Yeah.
and then I would be there standing to the bed.
A wisp and a wet sound.
Is there any chance I could cast something and get in front of this dude before the kid tries to tackle him?
Do we need to roll for initiative?
You'd have to do initiative. We could see who goes first. Or you could just do actions simultaneously.
No, you know what? I like that.
I mean, we wouldn't
Andrew,
have coordinated.
Yeah, let's do initiative.
So you wouldn't know.
I like that.
Okay. I rolled another natural 20 with my initiative plus 1, so 21.
That's fine with me. I just got to 12. I want to see what happens.
When you hear this kind of gross wet sound, and all of a sudden, kid is standing there, and what do you say? You're just going to tackle him? You're going to grab him?
So, depending on how close he is to the doorway, my plan was to run up, grab him, and then use my legs to push off against the nearest wall and pull him back into the room.
Yeah, so basically he's still in the room. You come out and you see that he's opened the door and he's sort of dragging his chest out the door. So he hasn't actually left the room yet. So you pop out and you're able to. You're not very far away from him. You're able to quickly grab him.
Okay. I want to grapple with him.
Roll.
I want to try to put a hand or something over his mouth too, so he doesn't try to cry out or make a whole lot of noise.
Yeah. Make me a strength.
But yeah, I can. 14.
14. Let me. Well, I'll give him a surprise because obviously he wasn't expecting it. So it's just he won't have it. Yeah, you're able to grab him and sort of drag him back into the room, cover his mouth. He's sort of like...
I'm just going to hit...
He's basically just screaming.
I'm going to try to get Mooney's attention. Just saying his name, Mooney.
Oh, well, Mooney can see this because he's looking...
Well, I don't know what he can see, so I'm
that's
trying
true.
to get...
That's fair.
Yeah, so...
And then the entire time, the guy's just like...
I am also full with anxiety. My hands are also... I'm obviously sweating. My plan...
the A-team, and then whatever the fuck we are.
So my plan was I was about to cast Disguise Self to become the barkeep. But as soon as I saw the kid pull the man, I drop it immediately. First thing I'd like to do is pull the chest into our room, and then I will join the kid.
Okay, so you grab his chest, you drag it in. When you walk into the room, you're quite an imposing, gross figure. Mm-hmm. When you walk into the room sort of swaggering, and you can see his eyes get quite big, and he's starting to struggle a lot more. But then you just grab his chest and walk out, and then come back.
If I can, I want to put one of my hands near his point of, like, his field of vision, and I want to light it up with Eldritch Blast, like I'm prepping it. Stop fighting me. It's over. It's over. Stop.
Well, when he kind of goes limp. You have a hand on fire.
I'd like to walk up to the person and cast Hold Person.
Okay. Was that a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. Yeah, you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Well, he got an 18. What is the...
Oh, shit. Yeah, that beats. Yeah, it's only a 13.
He's got a natural 18.
Holy crap.
So you cast it. He gets very wide when he sees you're casting magic. Because he's from the Empire, right? People don't just walk around casting magic in and out. He gets quite scared, but ends up having no effect.
I am sorry, the kid. That is my mistake. Fire.
I don't know what you were doing. Is he calming down?
I don't think so. No, not at all. Fire scares me. I wanted to calm him myself. Please continue.
I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
Actually, fuck it. I haven't grabbed. I'm just gonna try to choke him.
Like choke him into unconsciousness.
Correct. Or at least to passivity.
Yeah, I mean he's not really struggling anymore since you held like the fire in front of his face and sent big, nasty basically monster. He's never seen a furball before. He's not struggling too much.
All right, we're gonna take a little bit of a field trip to the room across the hall. You're gonna be very quiet when we go over there, yeah, and you're not gonna try to fight us, and we're gonna try to make this as pleasant for you as it possibly can be. Do you understand? Fucking nod your head.
He nods.
All right, Moony, is the door to the room open?
Yes, it is. The chest is inside.
All right. Do I remember if in our room there was a chair or something?
Yeah, there was a table in the chairs.
All right, I'm gonna get him to our room. I'm gonna take care to close the door to his room on our way, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did to the shopkeeper. I'm just gonna see if we can tie him to a chair and just try to get him secure.
Yeah, he's quite limp now. He's appears to have wet himself. In addition, that's a bit not the greatest smell.
All right,
but you're able to tie him to a chair, no problem. Is he bound or gagged? Excuse me. As well.
Just when I'm covering his mouth, but once we have the door to our room closed, I'm gonna move it. Well, before I move it, we're gonna ask you a couple questions. You're gonna respond quietly. Do you understand? He's nodding. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let my hand go. Now I want to make sure you understand the power dynamic here. Right now, you are there in that chair tied up, and I'm here. I'm going to ask you questions, and if I get answers I like, then nothing's going to happen. If I ask you questions and you give me answers that I don't like, well, and I'm going to nod over to where Moony is. You've seen the size of that one's arm. The size of his fist. You don't want any of that.
He nods. Doesn't say anything. Just nods his head.
All right. Here in a little bit, our other friends are going to be showing up. They might have more questions for you, but I figured we can get you primed in the meantime. Recently,
As you mentioned, the friends, Archie and
Oh, all right.
Trogg, you guys do make it back to the Blue Moon.
All right. Have we entered the building?
Yeah, you're in the building. Shopkeeper's
All
like,
right.
oh, hey, fellas, your friend's back.
Wonderful. That's just what I wanted to hear. Can you do us a favor? And I'm going to slip him 3 gold pieces. Can you make sure nobody disturbs us?
Oh,
It's been a long time since we've had a talk.
yeah, yes, sir, absolutely.
All
And
right. Well,
once they get up to our room, I want to make sure I say that we took care to place him and the chair away from the entrance of the door. So if someone is walking by as the door is opening and closing, they don't see him sitting in there.
Okay.
The only thing they can see is me smiling at the man. And before the kid starts his questions, I apologize. I tried not to fight. Would you like a berry? And I'll hand out the 4 remaining berries.
He's tied to a chair.
Okay.
You can talk.
You can't hold
if you want.
I can
He can feed it to you.
I can feed you.
No, that's okay.
I'll say all right, but if you look at my face, I'm a little disappointed. I wish you would have taken one, and I'll sit back down.
I'm gonna take one.
So you're facing the door. So basically he can see you, but kid, you're standing behind him, so he hasn't seen you yet. Is that how you're set up?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be staring. Yeah, I'm just gonna be staring at both of them. Kids behind.
That's fine.
all right. Well,
And
I'd like to,
I was gonna start questioning, but right around that time the door opens with them, so I'm gonna.
The
all
gang's
right.
back
I'm going to
together
walk
now.
in. All right. I'm going to turn to Moony and Trogg, and I'm going to say, I'm sure you fellas aren't going to want to be privy to what's about to happen in this here room. So why don't you guys go play lookout? I mean, Trogg, you're welcome to stay, but Moony, I know you're a little bit of the softer variety. It's up to you, pal, but it could get a little bit much for you.
That is fine with me. If you need me, I will be right outside.
What kind of timeline do we think we're working with there, Ark?
Well,
I mean, looking at him, it doesn't look like it'll take him long to crack.
I'll put it this way: we shouldn't have any problem with downstairs. The bartender's a good friend of mine.
All right, works for me. And the other room is empty anyway. Everything of his, that chest, was brought in with him, so
Right.
that room is empty. So
I'd like to set the chest in front of him open. It's pushed up in front of him. It's sitting open, and like his feet are against the edge of the chest.
Sure.
Cast a bardic inspiration on Archie.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. How are you going to inspire him?
Oh,
Take your
sounds like me home.
D4.
all right, Arch. If you want to lead questions, that's all right. I'm gonna hang out back here. I'm gonna bend down to one knee. I'm assuming. Well, I would have tied his hands behind him. I'm gonna firmly grasp both of those and just put a whole one of my hands and wrap it around his pointer finger.
All right. Well, my friend here, you've landed yourself in a pretty peculiar situation, haven't you?
Who are you guys? I don't have any money.
Yeah. Well, that's a fucking lie there. But look at the way you fucking dress there, friend. But also, who we are is none of your fucking business. What's important is you pissed off somebody very, very powerful. Has enough money to make sure that his problems are taken care of. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, what he said.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have a feeling you know exactly what I'm
No.
talking about.
I'm gonna look at Arch. I think he just lied to you, Arch.
Did you just lie to me?
No?
There's nothing currently covering his mouth, but well, I'm just gonna snap his finger, the one that I was holding, and I'm gonna wrap my other hand around his face to keep him from screaming.
Okay, you break his pointer finger, and he does in fact scream. It's muffled, but it's still even muffled. It is a bit, probably louder than you expected.
All right. Well, kid, what did we talk about earlier?
Oh, I thought we were on the same page here. I'm sorry.
I fucking don't think we were yet. I mean, you're in the right book at least. I'll give you that. You might just be a couple chapters ahead of me. We're moving a little fast, but you can't unring that bell, right?
The whole time, my face is, or my hand is wrapped around his face, just waiting for the screams to die down. And once they do a little bit, I'm gonna lay the pressure off. And
Yeah, they do die down. He is kind of like sobbing a bit.
I'm gonna walk up and put my hand on his shoulder. I'm gonna say, "All right, now."
You can't reach his shoulders.
Oh,
isn't he?
Alright,
He's in
well.
a chair.
He is in a chair, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, you can probably reach his shoulders at the very height of your reach.
I place both my hands on his thighs and just stare at him.
All right, friend. Well, now you understand. We're not fucking around.
What do you want from me?
You knew exactly what we want. Where's the box?
What box?
You're really gonna make me do this, aren't you?
Arch, I can just
You
break
s-
another one of his fingers.
Give me a second. We'll see if we can't bring him around. You stole from a very powerful friend of mine named Samuel, and you took some really nice things of his. One of those being his box. Now, where is it?
I don't have him anymore.
Where are they? I'm gonna pull out my dagger.
I've already passed them along. They've taken them. I don't have them anymore.
And who would they be? I'm gonna turn the dagger so it glints in the light of the room. It's a very sharp dagger.
Some group from Sith Storm. I don't know their names.
Do I believe that he doesn't know their names?
I rolled insight.
That's a 5.
Can't tell.
Want to use your bardic inspiration?
Oh fuck yeah, we'll do that.
I mean, that gives you the highest you can get is 11.
Yeah, it's a 10. Is what I ended up with.
Yeah, you still can't really tell.
All right.
Oh, you had a partner.
The three of us don't know. Part of the plan. Wouldn't know where the other's going.
Well, that is really unfortunate for you now, isn't it? I'm gonna drive the dagger into his thigh.
I'm gonna cover his face. Cover his mouth. Keep him from screaming. I'm gonna look at Arch too. So fingers are off the limit, off the table, but that's allowed.
Okay, I'll say you get the hand over before he lets out a scream, but he does scream louder than before.
Blood stains, man. It's gonna be stains all over the floor. I'm
The
not cleaning
chest
that
is
up.
still in front of him, correct?
The chest is in front
The
of him,
chest-
so yeah.
So he's bleeding into his own clothing.
Probably not. I mean, his legs aren't in the chest.
Oh, that's okay. That's kind of what I was envisioning.
Yeah, it's not like a fountain of blood just spraying into the chest.
Right? No, yeah, yeah. The dagger's still in there. I haven't pulled it out, so he's not even bleeding yet.
Yeah, he's not bleeding much yet. He's got a dagger in his thigh.
Okay. All right.
When you pull it out, then the fountain of blood will start.
I haven't pulled it out, but I'm holding good pressure on it.
Yeah, right.
All right. You're gonna tell me who is they and where are your partners?
I already told you I don't know who they are. They met me here, took their stuff to a safe house, and left.
Side note, has it been an hour yet?
Since you've gotten back to the tavern?
Since I've cast Unseen Servant.
Oh, yeah. It's good now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Could I knock on the door quick?
You guys from inside here. Knock, knock, knock.
Don't fucking
Whoa.
answer the door.
I'm gonna cover his mouth. Again.
Sorry.
All right.
It's Moony. I'll say it quietly.
Yeah. What do you need?
I just wanted to let you know, if you are getting nowhere, I could try to charm him. But it is up to you.
Yeah, I think that ship has right. I think that ship might have sailed, buddy.
Could
We're
have.
going a completely different route.
Okay.
Where are the drugs?
Yeah, I heard some crying, a lot of crying. Just wanted to check.
Where are the drugs?
All right, buddy. I appreciate your concern. We'll handle it in here. I'm gonna turn back to old Frederick. I'm gonna twist the blade a little bit. Are you sure you don't have anything else you want to tell me?
I don't know anything else. They didn't tell me
I'd like
anything.
to.
I was just supposed to
roll-
bring the stuff here, and they took it from me.
I'm gonna roll an insight check.
Go for it.
14.
He might know a little more than he's letting on, but you get the feeling that when he says he was kept mostly in the dark, for the most part.
All right.
Well, I do have a couple more. Do you know what it is you stole? Do you have any idea what you did to make this hellfire rain on you?
No, not exactly. Just know it's some magic items that get some money for.
So did you already have buyers set up when you had taken this from our employer, or was that something that came afterward?
They came to me first.
Why you? It seems kind of odd. Why not come through professionals?
Well, they knew I was working for Sam Samuels. Can be very specific about who he works with.
Well, obviously he didn't vet y'all enough. This where was the buy held? Where did you go? Where did you meet the people who bought this from you?
Met them here in town.
You got no shit. Where in town?
Down out around the marketplace.
All right. I mean, anything more specific? It's a pretty big market, I reckon.
I don't think they stuck around. They said traded off the goods. They gave me the money and they left.
I'm asking you where you met them.
It's one of the bars there. Back room.
A bar. Does that bar have a name? Sorry, Ian might not know.
Yeah. No, it does. I wrote down a list of I gotta find it in my notebook. I just have a list of place names to choose one.
Red herring.
The red herring. I like that. We're keeping it.
Oh.
Fits with the theme of everything that's being covered now. So.
All right. And what do they look like?
How's that for some foreshadowing? What was your question?
The people who bought this from you, what do they look like?
They're all from Setsorma. Dark skin, dark hair, dark eyes.
Right. So you would describe them as tall, dark, and handsome.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Well, anything else that stood out to you? Facial hair, glasses.
And you guys, maybe Trogg and Moony might not know, but for the two of you, he's basically describing the general look of people who are native to Setsorma.
Right.
Any scars, tattoos, anything that stood out?
Well, you would also know that most people from Setsorma do, in fact, have tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Various sort of tribal tattoos. So that wouldn't be anything particularly specific that would stick out necessarily tattoo-wise.
Well, was there anything with the pattern that was specific, like a certain tribe they may belong to, or?
I couldn't tell you. I don't really know the customs of Setsorma.
All right, and how many?
4 of them when I met.
All right. You've done very good. Kid, do you have any more questions for him?
How much do they pay you, and where is the payment?
200 gold. It's in my pocket.
Feeling around the outside of the pocket, do I feel the gold in there?
Yeah, you can feel like a coin purse in his pocket.
Okay. I'm going to turn the pocket inside out and get the purse out. Toss it over to Arch.
Right, I'll take that. I'll say, all right. Do you have any more questions for him there, bud?
Well, do we have a idea of where we want to head to next? All I can think of is going to this bar and seeing if we can see sign of them, ask around, and try to track these folks down. But
Yeah, it might be
how long ago?
the next logical step.
How long ago did the buy occur?
Last night.
Last night. When about?
Maybe around 8 or 9.
So there's these 4 men. They buy this from you. They're obviously not staying here, or at least we haven't seen them. They could have taken off first thing in the morning, but you see any horses with them?
Told me they were going to the safe house.
In town?
They didn't say where.
Do you see what direction they went?
No, I wasn't allowed to leave until they left.
I'm gonna look over at Arch, shake my head. That might be it for me.
All right, well, I suppose we're going to have to do something with him. Hey, about you tie his hands and feet. We'll put him in the chest here. We'll get out of town. He'll be found and be all right. He's not going to say anything, is he? He was just robbed. That's all that happened. It was just a robbery, right?
Well, the bartender downstairs knows that we were looking for him. They know that we
We'll
paid him
take care
extra.
of the bar. We'll take care of the bartender. Don't you worry about that.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to do that then. See if we can wrestle him into. How large is this chest? Is he going to be able to fit? He's kind of
he's not.
heavy.
He's not going to be able to fit in the chest.
Oh, he won't fit in the chest? Fuck that.
No. Unless you want to cut him up into pieces.
Well,
I was going to propose it, but
well, that's the thing. So seeing that he's not going to fit in the chest, it's positioned in front of him, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to slit his throat.
Okay.
You still have Moony. If you need Moony, I can like tie him up or something. It's up to you.
he's like, please,
Nope.
please don't
Do you
let
like
me
throat
Nope.
slit?
Okay.
Throat is cut.
Not.
Let's out one last gasp and slumps forward.
Frantically, I am grabbing as much clothing out of the thing and trying to soak up the blood so it doesn't get all over the floor and everywhere else.
Oh, well, I'm going to tip him forward so like his front half is inside of the chest.
Oh, just bleeding into the chest.
Into the chest. Yep, that's my goal.
Now, DM, I have a question. This is something that we've kind of talked about in the past, but it was only with living creatures. I can take objects back with me into my vessel. Can I take a dead body with me back into my vessel?
Dead body's an object now. It's not as living. It's
an object. Yep. Yeah, and it stays in the vessel unless my vessel gets destroyed or I bring it back out with me.
Yeah. It's an object now.
Wrapping him up, wrapping the parts that are bleeding up with whatever I can to keep it from being too messy. I can go into the vessel 3 times on every rest, so I'm gonna go back in with the body and get rid of it.
Yeah, the rest of you, well, Moony, you're outside, so you didn't see, but Trogg and Archie, you see Kid pick up the body. You hear and he sort of gets. It's almost a little grotesque the way he gets like elongated, sucked into the lamp. But Kid and the body are gone.
Like in the corner of all of this space that I have, I'm gonna clear a little spot for him so he doesn't bleed all over my fucking carpets and shit.
All right.
And I'm gonna come back out. Was that the plan from the beginning to off this guy?
No, it wasn't. But I wanted to show you how spontaneous decisions affect everybody.
Wait, that was a
That was a
you were trying
learning
to teach
moment.
me something.
That was a teaching moment.
Did,
All right.
did
Are we
you
done
know
making?
that I could? Did you know that I could put him in that vessel?
No.
What were we gonna do with the body? What was the plan?
Oh, you were gonna learn that you have to figure shit out after you do things because you've lucked out so far. So now you were gonna have to learn. Turns out you fucking lucked out again.
Wow, I feel like I learned something.
All right. Well, now we have to clean up this blood.
Well,
Um,
Mooney wanted to help. Maybe we could.
Right. Moony, do you know prestidigitation?
Archie, I don't think you know what that means.
I don't. Because I don't know magic.
We'll call him in and have a little meeting. Before they come in though, Trogg is in here with us.
Trogg is in there.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Mooney is not. Do we want to tell Mooney what happened in here, or are we a little bit worried about how he's going to react to that kind of
My
thing?
question, how did Trogg react to what he just saw?
You got to keep in mind here that it was like earlier on, Trogg did like skewer a guy's eyeball.
Yeah.
So you're a fucking psycho just like me.
You did say you felt a little bit bad about it.
I'm not really sure how I feel about this. Like, do I feel bad? I'm gonna have to take some time to think about this. But anyway, do we want to tell Mooney what happened, or can we just tell him that like we sent him up to the farm or something?
Right.
He just said he had a little
Yeah.
nosebleed, you know, and then he had to go to the doctor's.
I don't like this. You're treating me like I'm mentally challenged.
You aren't?
You're just like a big kid.
Isn't that the character you played?
I feel like you just want to give me some rabbits and just go play on a farm.
Oh, Lenny.
I was going to say, the end of this campaign is going to be us telling Mooney to smell the roses. And then...
I did absolutely nothing wrong. And they're like, we got to take him out.
Yep, we got to put him down, guys.
Can't let him suffer anymore.
All right. But I want to make sure we're on the same page here. How honest do we want to be with this guy over the things that we do?
Right. So I don't think he needs to know when things like this happen, because all I can tell you right now, it's going to be a regular thing.
All right. I'm not opposed to killing nobody. I want to put that out there. I'm right there with you. I'm not there. We're good. All right. But yeah, we can lie.
Look at this fucking asshole. He deserved every minute of it. Honestly, it was a little bit painless if you ask me.
Yeah, it's terrible when people steal from other people. All right. I'm just saying,
Listen,
we could have easily been on the other side of this, and we've been here a million times. I'm happy that we're here. I'm going to point to my
right. No, absolutely.
My bottle,
but
and I'm happy that I'm not him in there. But all right.
You live by the sword, you died by the sword.
I'm going to open up the door and, hey Mooney, you out there?
Yes. Can I help?
We're all done there, friend. If you want to come back in, we're gonna, just chat a little bit and kind of figure out where we're heading to next. Don't think we haven't forgotten about your astral cleric that you need to see. So this is all in service of something bigger, and we're gonna get you taken care of.
Great. I'll come inside. Do I see the blood, or any blood at all?
Are you looking for blood?
Does he have to?
No, not looking, but like, do I just like see? Do I see? Is there a decent amount on the ground at all?
Mind you, I am.
There's a few not big splatters. A bit probably got out. Most of the blood went into the chest. What did you close the chest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, I remind you, I am a professional assassin. Like, this is what I do for a living.
Yeah. So since you closed the chest, there's maybe a little bit of blood on the outside of the chest, maybe a few drops, but there's nothing like that would stick out as an absurd amount of blood.
Yeah.
Our friend, he had a nosebleed and he had to leave, but not before giving us the information that we needed. So I think that we got what we came for, I guess.
I am sorry to hear. I'm glad we are all set, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right,
You wouldn't
right.
happen to know any spells or anything special to get the stain out of this wood?
A stain. I can make water, or like normal, I could just grab a cloth and just clean it.
Now, when you say make water,
Yes.
Right,
Yeah,
and you
just-
get a piss on the stain.
If need be, or I could use a spell.
Right. Also, Mr. DM, is this
Yes.
kind of place that, like, a little bit on the blood on the floor would even be noticed anyway?
it just touches up the place.
Is it just
I
blend
better,
into
honestly.
the general aesthetic of the room?
As far as you can tell, this room has never been cleaned. So
Right, like, so is there other mystery substances on the
there's,
floors
there's,
as well?
yeah, there's various
No.
stains all over the place.
All right, so like,
Does
it doesn't
Moony
stand
see
out.
Unless you have a spell that is also a black light, you can't.
You don't have the search for semen spell. I think that's in constant cauldron and everything.
That's level 5 at least.
Yeah, locate semen.
Locate semen. Would that would be like locate object, I suppose.
It could be.
Or find person. Would that be find person?
Now we're getting into an abortion debate, I think.
All right. So I'm gonna, with everyone in this room now together, I'm gonna just kind of review what we've learned, where we might need to go to get a lead, our next lead on how to track down these people, where we want to go moving forward, what people's thoughts are. If we decide where we're heading to next, then that would be great.
Right.
For reasons.
Well, I think we need to head over to that bar. I know that it ended. It occurred last night, but maybe we could at least talk to the owner, see who rented the back room.
Right, and who knows?
Money
maybe
talks.
I do want to put this forward, Arch, and I want to float this by you. I know that you're great with talking to people. I'm great, I think, with spooking them, but I think maybe sometimes our approach could be a little bit more nuanced. And I was just wondering.
I think we come off a little bit. All the years of being an assassin has made me a little bit of a.
We're dickheads. It is what it is.
To be completely honest. Hey, Trogg.
Yeah, that's me. I was about ready to say this. I was watching the whole shebang here that you guys were doing, and your approach, it came off a little strong. But I'm thinking, if you need a little, charismatic kind of guy, I'm your guy. So I'm all right.
That sounds convincing to me. I mean, I feel persuaded just to let him do it. I don't know.
Right. I think that settles it. We've got a new spokesman, the face of the group. And after all, since we are a group here, should we come up with a group name?
Oh, God.
Ooh. Is that what? Are we? If we name it, then it is, and it exists.
Right.
Are we sure
Are we going to put a label on this? God, it feels a little serious. How about we still suss it out?
What a smooth transition.
Oh man.
Now, do we leave this as a cliffhanger, or do we just come up with something immediately?
I think we
Do you
should.
have?
It's kind
Moony,
of like
do you have-
kind of like
do you have a
Invincible,
list?
Right before he
It's gonna
says
be
his
like
name, it cuts out.
What is it gonna be called?
Yeah.
Where the